Hey guys, Miss Moore here. Here's our study guide. I wanted to go through it with you. Sorry if there's a glare. I just want to try it this way instead, so maybe you can hear my voice louder and see my thought process better. Number one, Ms. Jimenez has a piece of pipe that is 6 feet long to use for 2 projects. She uses a piece of the pipe that is 3 feet long on her first project. Which statement describes how a number line can be used to find the length of pipe Ms. Jimenez has remaining for her second project? That was a lot of words. Okay, she's got 2 projects she's doing, and she's got 6 feet of pipe to use. Her first project, she just uses 3 feet. They're not even asking us to find the answer. They just want us to write how we would use it on a number line, okay? She starts with 6 feet. So we can already cross off C and cross off A, because that says start at 3. That says start at 3. She doesn't start at 3. She starts with 6 feet, okay? Now, if she already uses 3 feet, okay, she's losing those feet. If we're losing, that's a decrease, minus. We're going to move to the left 3 times. This one says move 3 units left. I'll circle B. Just to be sure though, this one says move 3 units right. You got to read every single word. So we know it's not D either. All right, let's scroll down. Number 2, I think you pronounce it Ramel, has 9 3/4 pounds of potatoes to peel for a dinner he is catering. He has already peeled 2.5 pounds. Which equation can be used to find how many pounds of potatoes Ramel has left to peel? Again, they're not even asking us to solve it. They just want us to write an equation, okay? He starts with 9 3/4, okay? Positive 9 3/4, right? You can't really have negative 9 3/4 pounds. So I'm going to cross off C and D. Okay. He has already peeled 2.5 pounds. We want to know how many he has left to peel. Okay. That's going to be a subtraction problem because you need 9 3/4. You've already done 2.5. All right. So this one's just going to be B. A is adding them together. Okay. But the total pounds of potatoes he needs to peel is 9 3/4. Okay, so we can't add anything to it. That's going to be our total already. So it's not A. Let's scroll down. Actually, scroll back up. 3, stock in a certain company sold for $5.25 per share in April. The price of the stock decreased $3.75 after a month. It then increased $1.85 and $2.25 over the next 2 months. What was the price of the stock after these changes? Okay, here they are asking us to solve it. It starts at $5.25. Okay, even if we don't understand stock and selling and buying stock and things like that, that's okay. We can still solve this. We start at $5.25. The price of it decreased. We know that decrease means minus $3.75. Then it increased, which is add, $1.85 and $2.25. Now we just have to solve this. On our test, we do not have calculators, so we're going to have to do it by hand. Start with $5.25 minus $3.75. Okay. You start all the way to the right side. 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus 7 we can't do. Right? For a subtraction problem, you have to start with the biggest number. Well, this isn't starting with the biggest number. We have to borrow from our 5 here, make it a 12, and change this to a 4. Hopefully that's review. If not, we can go over it. 12 minus 7 is 5. Our decimals are lined up, so we just add it back in. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. Are we done though? Not yet. 150 plus 185 plus 225, okay? These 2 are done now. Let's do the next one, plus 185. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13, so we need to add a little 1 up here and a 3 down here, 13. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Your decimals are still aligned. But we're still not done. We still need to add 225. Okay, I'm going to move it over here. 335 plus 225. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1, 0, 10. 1 plus 3 plus 2 is 6. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. Just move your decimal down. Your answer would be 560. Whew! I hope that's review, but we will do that in class as well. 4, Jane is hiking at an elevation of negative 36 feet. She descends 41 feet deeper into a valley. What is Jane's new elevation? First, let's write this in an equation, okay? Negative 36 is where she starts. And then she descends. We've already talked about what ascend and descend mean. Ascend means you're going up. Descend means you're going down. We're going down, so we're going to minus 41 feet. Okay? Our signs are the same, so we can add these two together. 36 plus 41. 6 plus 1 is 7. 6, 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6, 7. Okay? But is my answer 77 feet? Not yet, because these are both negatives. Negative. Scroll down. Number 5. To get ready for school supply shopping, a store orders 25,000 folders. The store gets another shipment of 15,250 folders the day before the sale. The store sells 32,400 folders the first day. How many folders does the store have left after the first day? All right, we start with 25,000. Okay. Then they get another shipment. If they get another shipment coming into the store, that's going to add to their supply. So we're going to add 15,250. Let's do this by hand. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 2 is 2. Our commas line up. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1, 0, 10. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. Don't stop there. We're not done yet. Okay. The store sells 32,400 folders that first day. If they're selling the folders, they're losing those folders. Okay, so we're going to subtract 32,400. To make it look more simple, I'm going to erase the first part we just did. Okay. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 2 minus 4. We can't do 2 minus 4. We could do 4 minus 2, but that's not what it's asking. 2 minus 4. We need to borrow. Can't exactly borrow from 0 though, can we? We got to borrow again. 4 turns into 3 and you add a 1. So now that's 10. 10 becomes a 9 and you add a 1. Now that's 12. 12 minus 4, I get 8. Our commas line up. 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 minus 3 is 0, so I'm not even going to put a 0 there. This is our final answer. 7,850 folders. All right, scroll down even more. That lets me. Okay. A fish is 18 feet below the surface of a lake. The fish swims up 12 feet before diving to 45 feet. What equation can be used to find the current depth of the fish in feet? This is so important. What equation? Okay, we can find the answer as well, but they're not just asking for the answer, they want the equation. 18 feet below the surface. We've talked about the surface is 0 in class, so below the surface will be negative. Negative 18 feet is our starting point. The fish swims up 12 feet. Up is going to be plus 12. Okay. Before diving 45 feet. Diving is down. Minus 45. Okay. If you just leave it like that, that's okay, but I think I want to solve it all together first. Negative 18 plus 12 minus 45. Just start with your first two numbers. Negative 18 and positive 12. Okay. our signs are different, so we can just subtract 18 and 12. 18 minus 12 is 6. But are there more negatives or more positives? We have 18 negatives and 12 positives. We have more negatives. Okay. So that deals with these two. Okay, now we have negative 45. Negative 6 minus 45. These two signs are the same, so we can add our numbers together. 6 plus 45 is going to be 51. If you don't know that, okay, just do it out like this. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 plus 4 is 5, 51. But we have more negatives than positives, so it's going to be negative 51. Okay, so our final answer, negative 18 plus 12 minus 45 equals negative 51. We'll practice that more in class as well. All right, use the number line. Whoa, hello? It's glitching out on me. You guys know I love technology. Okay, we'll have to stay at the bottom there. Use the number line to solve problems 7 through 9. 25 plus negative 60. This number line can just be for your reference. You are not required to use it, but it can be helpful. 25 plus negative 60. When we see plus negative, get rid of your plus. Bye-bye, see you never. And we have 25 minus 60. Okay, I'm going to use the number line. Here's 25, and we need to subtract 60. Okay, each of these tick marks is going up by 5. So we can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We land here. Okay, now we need to figure out what that number even is. These tick marks go down by 5. Okay, here's negative 25. That means that's negative 30. That means this is negative 35. That didn't make sense, that's okay. Let's try a different one. Negative 60 plus negative 15 minus negative 50. That's a lot. Let's just look at our first two numbers. Negative 60 plus negative 15. If we see plus negative, get rid of your plus. Bye-bye. Negative 60 minus 15. If you like the other way we do it better, like our 3 steps, then let's do it that way. Negative 60 minus 15, they're both negative. Since they have the same sign, we can just add them. 60 plus 15, okay, do it this way if you need to, that's 75. But since they're both negative, it's just negative 75. Now we need to subtract negative 50, okay? I'm gonna rewrite this. Negative 75 minus negative 50. Okay, when we have a minus negative, what do? We change it to plus. Plus 50. Let's rewrite that too, because that's ugly. Negative 75 plus 50. Your signs are opposite. They're different. You have a negative and a positive, so we can subtract our numbers. 75 minus 50 is just 25. Okay. But do we have more negatives or more positives? We have 75 negatives, 50 positives. We have more negatives. Negative 25. Let's do that last one. 30 minus 70 plus 40. First, let's do 30 minus 70. I'm going to try using the number line this time. Remember, these go up by 5, so here's my 30 minus 70. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Am I done though? We've got plus 40. Stay where you're at, but now add 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then at 0. Boom. Settle. Okay. It's still glitching out on me. That's fine. Here we go. The temperature in Beeville is -8 degrees Celsius. That's really, really cold. Okay. The temperature in Jolton is 6 degrees Celsius warmer than the temperature in Beeville. Plot 2 points on the number line to represent the temperature in each city. Okay, Beeville is -8. Okay, here's -5, -6, -7, -8. If I were you, I would write Beeville next to it so we don't forget which one is which. Jolton is 6 degrees Celsius warmer. Warmer is higher, okay, by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's Jolton. That also lands at -2. So if you wanted to write a little -2 there, maybe a little -8 there so we can see it better, that works. Okay, that's part A. Part B, the temperature in Ashwood is 7.5 degrees Celsius colder than the temperature in Beeville. Which equation shows the temperature in Celsius in Ashwood? Okay. First of all, it says it's colder than Beeville. Here's Beeville, and it's 7.5 degrees colder. Beeville starts at -8. Okay, so we need to find which one of these starts at -8. C and D do. So A, B, bleh. Goodbye. Okay, now it's 7.5 degrees Celsius colder. Does colder go up or does colder go down? It's going to go down, so that means minus. Here's minus. Can't be C, gotta be D. How many degrees colder is it in Ashwood than Jolton? Okay, to find this out, I would plot, okay, what we got here back on our number line, our temperature, okay? It equaled -15.5, that's how much Ashwood, that's the temperature of Ashwood. -15.5, that is way down here. Ashwood. -15.5. They want to know how many degrees colder Ashwood is than Jolton. Okay, we are finding a difference, so we are going to need to subtract. -15.5 minus -2. Temperature in Ashwood, temperature in Jolton, we're subtracting them. When we see minus a negative, you change it to plus. Okay, you change both of those to plus. -15.5 plus 2. Okay, you could just do this on the number line if you wanted to, if that's going to help you, or we can use our 3 steps. We changed our sign. Our signs are different, so we can just subtract these numbers. 15.5 minus 2 is just going to be 13.5. But do we have more negatives or more positives? We have more negatives. 13.5 degrees Celsius. That's it. That's the whole test. Your test looks exactly like this, just different names, different numbers. Okay, but everything else is like to a T exactly the same. You guys have seen this before, how our study guides and our tests look nearly identical. Okay, do your study guide over and over again. If that's going to help you memorize what you're supposed to do, go for it. Okay, based on our last test, this is a great opportunity to figure out how we study, how you study personally. For me, it was writing things over and over again. For someone else, it could be watching this video over and over again. For someone else, it could be going to ChatGPT and having it create more questions like it to get completely new, scenarios and numbers, okay? Whatever works for you.